changing our decisions. Downside. Because we filed another lawsuit against Community Board 9. This is our second lawsuit that we filed against Community Board 9. This is a press release. You want the facts? As a result, we, the citizens of this community, are engaging in our own investigation of this whole sordid affair. We will be presenting FOIA requests to all of our elected officials to uncover their involvement in creating and supporting the upzoning of our community against our wishes. We will also demand that all meetings with the executive of CB9 and any agency or government representative or elected official follow the open meetings laws. No more behind the closed doors deals.
No more!
It is these two laws that allow for transparency and some sense of accountability and democracy in this city. We are aware of the corruption that abounds in local government and the power of the developers to influence the policies of this city. However, we will use everything in our power to maintain control of our neighborhood, our homes, and to preserve our community, and to protect the people, 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 to protect the people. Okay? Any questions? Yes. There was no response. Casey asked us for the letter that we submitted, the 1,800 letters that we submitted. She asked for a copy of those letters. I sent her a copy of those letters, and that was all. We have gotten ignored. Anybody else?
Can you say what you would do the next community board meeting to what do you hope happens at the next meeting?
Excuse me, can I get one
Those are strategies. We don't want to disclose our strategies. But what we do want is we want that resolution to be rescinded, and we want it to contain language that we create as a community that will protect us from the developer, not exploit us and sell us to the developer.
I'm curious if you've gotten any word from the community board since the last board meeting to meet with them to discuss this. Is that
one member of the community board sat down with us on Sunday, and they said that they were considering taking out some parts of the resolution and inserting other parts of the resolution, that they are considering it.
and who is that? Can you say who you met with?
Fred Batiste.
Okay.
Mayor Chimazio said that he's going to do affordable housing from the bottom up to the rather than top down as it was done at the class.
Well, this is not from the bottom up. This is top down. This is city planning working through our borough president, working through the community board, and imposing their will upon us. We never talked about doing inclusionary zoning in our community. We never talked about it. We never discussed it. We said we did not want high rises in our community. We said we are the densest populated area in this community. And that 80-20 does not work for us. It creates displacement.
Tell us.
The Association of Housing and Development, have you reached out to them?
No. We have, however,
Association for Housing, Neighborhood Housing and Development.
we have, however, reached out to Letitia James several months ago and told her about our plight. When she came to a community board meeting on August 4th, her people came, promised to meet with us because we told her about what's happening. After they saw that it was city planning that we were fighting, we haven't heard from them since. Nothing. Letitia James is supposed to be protecting the people here. We should not have to go and hire lawyers to have FOIA requests answered. That's her job. Where is she?
You tell
We
it.
reached out to her, and where is she? Where are our representatives? Where are our representatives? Where are our representatives?
Where are the representatives?
Where are our representatives? Where are they? We asked Letitia's people to come to us. We've been sending the emails We are protesting, for one, the resolution that was passed. But let me read the statement to you, please. On March 17th, CB9 held a listening forum with the community to gather the desires of the community and requests based upon those desires for a study to city planning to rezone our community. On March 25th, a resolution was passed upon the March 17th meeting.
Hey guys,
On
y'all doing in the barricade?
On April 7th, City Planning received this resolution which contained language that explicitly went against the community's wishes. The insertion of increased residential density along transit corridors, identify inclusionary zoning, allow contextual misuse developments along commercial corridors including Empire Boulevard. Concepts that the community stated over and over at the March 17 meeting that we did not want. The recording that's on YouTube shows the community against the 80-20 and luxury development models to create affordable housing because of its negative impact on displacement and reducing the affordable units in the second most affordable community in Brooklyn. The community explicitly stated that being the densest populated area in Brooklyn, increasing residential density does not work, and we do not want towers. On June 24th, Borough President Eric Adams placed 18 new board members on CB9, compared to the average of 6 for all the other boards in Brooklyn. 83% of the executive board was changed, compared to 0.07% of the rest of Brooklyn. On September 23rd, at the CB General Meeting, hundreds of community residents came out against this resolution, demanding that it be rescinded because it did not have the consent or support of this community. Stating that the Empire Boulevard not be converted, 1,800 letters and 1,900 signatures on a petition was presented to the board, stating that Empire Boulevard be not converted into residential, and the community meet with Mayor de Blasio to focus on preserving affordable communities. Yay! Despite this overwhelming demonstration of disapproval for this resolution, the request to rescind the resolution failed with a 16 yes, 9 no, and 8 abstentions. And the executive board voted 3 no's, 3 abstentions, and 1 yes. In an attempt to uncover how this resolution came to pass and why it's being supported by CB9, members of the community have submitted floor requests to Community Board 9 and Pearl Miles. On September 23rd, papers were served on CB9 and Pearl Miles concerning this Article 78 lawsuit. They also were reminded of their continued failure to comply with this law. On Monday, October 6th, Community Board 9 and Pearl Miles was again served with another lawsuit because of their continued non-compliance with floral requests. MCOP has reached out to each of the representatives in this community, requesting that they come forward and represent our wishes. Our representatives have either ignored our requests or have made promise to support us